No, this is not the same video. It looks like it is. It's not. Alright guys, Lamont from Bastards United, doing hand gestures to illustrate that my lips are moving. Behind the camera. In your eyes. My mouth is moving in your eyes. Okay, moving right along. The Slash. I brought this out with me when I went out to see the Baltimore RC Club, and I ran it. Their street it wasn't as long as the one I used to run it on. This would be about half the size. It's a short run. I got 109 on her, which is awesome. And you know, everybody thought it was really cool, which is always nice. But there were some things. I got the car home, and like I noticed it was pulling a little bit, which is like, you know, I'll just counter steer into the blah blah blah. It would be fine. First off, that happened there. Let's see if I can get a good handle on this thing here. There we go. That happened. Not sure when that happened, but the extra weight of the motor, like my ride height is ridiculously low. Like I mean, like it's got to be like maybe 5-6 millimeters. It's really low. So whole chassis was scraping. I think I hit something and cracked that. But what was one more to bad was this here. You guys can see that. Like popped off the pin there. Hit my stand. See that? Popped right out of the pin. And this arm just hanging, flopping around. The Slash was like, I don't care. It was awesome. I got some bendy. This arm bent. I've hit this side quite a few times, and this arm's bent. This one's not bent, but this one's bent. So I got a replacement bulkhead here, and some replacement A-arms I got at the hobby shop out in Laurel that Shy told me to go to, because the one in Rockville out here is not as good as the one out there. Neither one of them are really like race focused. They got a lot of tracks and stuff, but they got planes and quadcopters and trains and stuff like that, but they're not really like race focused. Most of that is because there is a track out in Gaithersburg, and that place is all race. Like everything race, no nothing else, no freaking planes or nothing like that. So they kind of got that ground covered. And yeah, so that happened. Let me show you guys the parts if I can find them. New hub, or not a hub, but what are those things called? The front bulkhead, RPM. I use all RPM. They've been working really well for me. As I showed you guys before, this A-arm here is a little bit bent, but it's only because I wrecked it. They flex a little bit, but that's only because I'm using these Summit shocks. And the Summit shocks, the only way that they mount and give you any kind of ride height is they mount to the middle, or the innermost mount hole on the A-arm, right? What they really should be doing is what the fronts do, because they're not long. The rears are not long enough. What the fronts do is where they mount like to the farthest out hole on the A-arm, right? Because you would have a brace piece here. On the back, there's not enough support, so you get a lot of arm flex, which is, you know, not great, but also not terrible. I haven't had any adverse effects. So I got black ones to replace them, and I got, these are Losi 8 rear springs, I think. Yeah, Losi 80. These are rear springs. I probably should have got the front ones because the front ones are a bit shorter. But I'm going to slap these on the back. I think once they are topped out, the weight in the rear should reduce them significantly. I'm going to give that a try. I'll let you guys see what that looks like once I get it on there. And I can mount them way out, right? Like the fronts are. Give me some more support on the arm. And then mount the top at the innermost hole and the bottom at the outermost hole to give me a lot better kind of a triangulation shock support deal for the arms. So once I take those off, I'll take those shocks off and try these out. I may order some fronts just to see how they fit. The fronts, I think, by default are about yay big. But I kind of wanted something that was definitely longer than the Summit shocks. I think these are Summit shocks. It might be Revo shocks. I don't remember. They're cheap, though. They're just too short for the rear if you want any control over the ride height. Because right now, I'm just set. Like, seriously, it's maybe about yay much space from the back and the ground. But yeah, that's the Slash. That's what's going on with him. The old Clockwerk orange. I bought an extra set just because maybe I wanted them to all be black, but I was like, you know what, I'll just hold on to them just in case I snap one, and I'll have some extras. So that's that. Let's see what else. If I have anything in my bag here that's Slash related, I don't think so. Alright, so that's that.